If you're like me, then you've been playing Minecraft for a long time, and even if you haven't, I'm sure you're well aware of nostalgia. Now, we all know nostalgia, whether it be from Minecraft or other shows or games or anything like that. We all miss those days. So today, I'm going to be spending 100 days in a texture pack that changes literally everything into new textures. So not only are we going to change these textures to these textures, but we're also going to take these new textures to revamp textures using the Justilla texture pack. Let's see what we can do with these new textures with a twist of being 100 days and it being in hardcore. Alright everyone, so welcome back. You heard it from the beginning. Today, we're going to be doing nostalgic Minecraft. Now as you can see, things are looking pretty cool. I mean, of course we're going to have some falling leaves, you know, some new things, but I mean, look at this. We got the nice leaves, but you know, we gotta just jump right into it. We are gonna be in hardcore, like I mentioned, just to make things just a little bit trickier. But today, as you can see, we are on day 0, and we are just gonna be having some fun here. You know, I do love me some Minecraft, so why not do it and make it nostalgic? But really quick, I'm gonna get a few things together and then we are gonna hit the mines. One last thing on our agenda is that we need to get some food. I just recorded a clip of us finding a cool little nether area, and to my sadness, my mic was muted. So if I go ahead and run back over here, you are gonna see this horrendous texture. Literally the worst texture of netherrack. But anyways, I opened up this chest, got flint steel and 2 lowstones and some little starter armor, which is perfect because we are going to need it when we go into the caves. It's a lot better than starting off with nothing, just like I did in our other hardcore world, which was pretty terrible. But anyways, I'm on the hunt for some food, and as soon as I am done with that, we're going to hit the caves. And with that, day 1 is complete. Went ahead and crafted up this OG bed, which has that OG texture as well. It just looks so good. Anyways, we got just a little bit of food here, and then I think we're finally going to be ready to go ahead and go into the mines and get ourselves set up for success and get a few things. Hopefully we can find a good amount of diamonds. Of course, we are still in the regular Minecraft. Currently, we are in the snapshot of the new update, since the texture pack unfortunately is not quite into 1.21.5, but cool things for the new update. And let's go ahead and find a cave. Alright, so now we have finally finished our caving experience, and I believe that I do have a pretty good place for the house, but first of all, we need to take a little look at what we have going on here. We did survive the caving experience, which is fantastic, but here we go. So, definitely a little low on the iron department, but the diamond department, 41 diamonds, so that's pretty dang good. So, we are now going to have enough to go ahead and make a full set of diamond armor straight off the bat, just like our hardcore series, along with a full set of tools. But I do need to get these guys out. And as you can see, the diamond blocks. Let's just take a look at this beautiful texture. And it's just so nice. It's always been so nice. I miss that one. At least I'm pretty sure the texture is different, unless I'm just tripping right now, but I'm pretty sure it's a different texture now. Anyways, get these sticks out of here. Boom. Look at the, look how blue it is. It's definitely not this blue. Oh my goodness. So we have 8 diamonds left over, which is perfect. I do need to get some more obsidian, but look at us. We are kitted out on day 6. Day 6, kitted out, which is perfect. But look how blue it is. I don't think it's this blue anymore in the new textures. But anyways, I have a pretty good idea of what I want to do for the house. I believe that I want to keep it kind of nostalgic feeling. I'm not gonna I would put a good amount of detail, but we're gonna keep it like with a lot of oak wood, I think, and just a minimal spruce wood, and just kind of keep to that OG texture. First of all, we need to go ahead and jump in and get some materials. Alright everyone, so we finally got all the materials that I'm pretty sure we're gonna need. Now I'm just waiting for this tree to go down because I might run out of spruce wood, and mostly oak wood actually. I never built out of oak wood, but we are gonna try and build out of oak wood. So here is all the material. Hopefully this is gonna be enough. And if it's not, I'll head right back down the mine, which is actually a really, I don't know, it's kind of an interesting area. Also, I keep realizing how blue the water is compared to how it is now. But anyways, so here's like this funny little thing in here, and now we have this massive little mine that goes down there, and it goes to deep slate now, which I'm sure you saw in the clip. We got 2 extra diamonds, so I believe that we're back up to 10, yeah, which is perfect because my diamond pickaxe is gonna break any second, and we're gonna need a new one for enchanting. But so the plan is to kind of have like this little basement thing with an upper area and maybe a 3rd level, but we're gonna see how ambitious I decide to be with this. But you know, we are about to get started, and hopefully you do enjoy the building segment. Hold on, gotta get the sapling, plant a new tree. But anyways, just go ahead, you know, relax. We're just gonna build this thing up, and hopefully it turned out good. I'm kind of going based off of this building, which came from the old like how to build book, if you remember those. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoy the montage, and let's go ahead and get on started. Alright everyone, and with that, it did take me a lot longer than I thought, but with that we are finally done with the house. Hopefully you enjoyed the little montage. We're about to go ahead and show it off, and here it is. And look, there's fireflies, because that's right, I did manage to find these bushes. They were literally sitting like right over there, which I thought they were a lot harder to come by, but I guess they're not. And I also found normal bushes as well, but look how cool those particles look. But here is the house. I'm not gonna lie, like, you know, like, she's a little ugly, but like I wanted to kind of, like, the reference photo I showed, I wanted to kind of keep it nostalgic, so it's made with a lot of oak wood. Oh look, you can hear it. That is way cool. So we have some super cool ambient sounds along with the fireflies, but seriously, I like the house. Like, even though it's definitely a little old style looking and a little ugly, I still think it looks good, and it really fits with what I was going for, which was the nostalgic area. So go ahead and give you a quick tour. So you could come under here, which I really like, and then come in here. This is probably my least favorite area, but you know, it is the storage room, so it's not supposed to be super cute. I love the ambient sounds, but... And then right here is like one of those like in-ground seating areas, and you come up here. This is probably my favorite floor. You know, we got the little kitchen, which is cooking up some bricks, and I'm literally out of coal again, which we're probably gonna go mining here in a bit. But in here is our super nice little bedroom. Nothing too fancy going on in here. You know, it's just a bedroom. But up here, super barren, right? You're probably like, what the heck am I even looking at? Like, it's literally so boring. That is because this up here is going to be our enchantment area. And currently I am growing up a bunch of sugarcane and I have a bunch of leather, but it is going to be enchanting area. And I love the view out here. And isn't it crazy? Look at the glass. We're back to those old textures. And man, do I miss it. But this took a lot longer than I thought it was going to take. I think it's just because of how much wood there is. What's up, spider? Get over here. Yeah, I'm talking to you. I heard another one, I thought. Where's he at? Get over here. You're next, buddy. Oh. Can't even land a hit on me. Get literally owned. But I ended up having to put this weird kind of fence thing, and that's because I don't want to walk out my door and, you know, see a bunch of mobs sprouting up on me. But I was making this brick to go ahead and make a pot. Actually, we're gonna make like 2 or 3 if I can count. So we're gonna put one there, one in our little bedroom, and then I think one will eventually go up here. For now, I'll just put it on the floor. But we're gonna go ahead and run down here, put them things away, and we're gonna go ahead and add a red flower in here, a white flower in here, and then the one that'll be up here is the whatever azure bluette. But yeah, just add like a little bit of color in here. I do want to have like some carpets eventually, but for now we unfortunately do not have any sheep, but we are going to need them for the project that's going to be coming up, that I am going to build by the end of the 100 days. We are now on day 21, so we're about a fifth of the way there. There we go. But yeah, hopefully you like the way the house turned out. I think it turned out good. I mean, obviously, like I said, it's a little ugly, but I had a lot of fun building it. And honestly, like, I have fun building every building I build with you guys, but it was just nice to just like turn my brain off, kind of build how I used to build when I was younger. But anyways, now we are at a desolate time and we have no freaking coal. Like, we're all out. There's none in our valuables chest. There's nothing. So I believe that we are gonna go ahead and go getting some coal, and then I will be right back as soon as we have that. Alright, and with that, we're done. Now, I know I said that I was only gonna get coal, but I definitely lied. And I kind of went mining a lot more than I thought I was going to. So here we are with 38 levels later. And let's go ahead and take a look at what we have. And boom. So a lot of diamonds. Almost like more diamonds than coal. So that's honestly my bad. But I genuinely went kind of crazy. And it was a massive cave. And it was so massive that it actually has the trial chambers in it. I don't know if there's an ancient city. I honestly didn't stick around to find out if that's what I saw or not. But I know that it was nearby, and so there might be that as well. But anyways, we are here to go ahead and smelt up this iron, and we have extra coal now, which I will just keep right there, I suppose. But anyways, so yeah, we got it all done. So now here's the next step. So we have our cool little house. We went on our mining expedition, and you know, we're doing all right on food, but now the problem is I actually need to make an enchantment table. I need to get it done, get enough going. I have quite a bit of leather, if I remember. Yeah, 37, so almost enough, but it's the sugar cane that I'm lacking. I have 2 pieces. I have some growing, but honestly, it's been such a slow process. So I think what I'm going to do now is run around for a little bit and try and find some sugar cane, or better yet, a village would be amazing, because then and get a bunch from them. But I'm gonna go ahead and take a little wander around, and then I will be right back in just a minute. And with that, I am finally done. It took me so long. Literally took me forever. Oh, I forgot to put more ores. But as you can see, I got some nice lapis, you know, chilling in my inventory. And that's because, well, I kind of went running everywhere. Like, I don't think there's going to be sugarcane for miles. And we now have this lovely enchanter, which is level 30. And already got an Unbreaking 3. I got this gold block from the Nether portal that's over there. Look at that OG texture. I love it. I love it so much. But anyways, so you can go ahead and dump everything in there. And now I am going to probably make new tools as they're all kind of like dying. So we'll go ahead and make this, and then those will just be backups, I suppose. But we are level 39, so we hopefully can get some good enchants. And here is the first one. Let's hope that is something good. Oh, W. Literally the best one. The best pickaxe we could have gotten, and we literally got it. That's crazy. I forgot, though, that we need to make one more pickaxe for Silk Touch. But, you know, we'll see if we get that. But already getting our enchants going. Oh, perfect. That's genuinely W. So let's go ahead and actually look at our armor really quick, because Fire Prot IV. Perfect. And then let's go ahead and see Fire Prot again. Prot IV. Let's go ahead. Perfect. And Depth Strider. So, you know, we obviously are not completely done, but Fortune 2, yeah, right. But, you know, we're getting there. Smite 5. 4. Sorry. I can read. But, you know, we are getting there slowly but surely. Go ahead and just stick those diamonds in there. Let's see if there's any good bow enchants. I'm breaking 3. That's not horrible. But, you know, we kind of, you know, Fortune 3, Efficiency 4, and, you know, got some efficiency as well. Now, I was noticing something a little alarming. I didn't catch this on video, but when I came out here after sleeping, there were like 3 creepers out here. So I think we need to do something about our fencing situation and maybe create it just a little bit more secure. We are completed. So it's just super simple. I didn't want it to be anything too fancy, but I probably will end up putting carpet right there so I can just easily jump over. But I just added some stairs. I had a bunch of different exits and entrances just to make it easier. And then I put 2 back here because I eventually want to put a massive sheep farm in the back. So, you know, we're chilling. You know, we got another one there. And then a little pathway to this one that goes out that way. And then there are just a few different things. Now, we are about to do something that I'm extremely nervous for, but it is so necessary and we need to do it, unfortunately. But we are going to go to the Nether. That's right. Already, we are going to go. I don't know why I have a water bucket. That's not going to help me. But I believe that it's time. We're just going to go ahead and make... we're going to bring a door. And then I think as well, we're going to bring some of our glass. Because we're going to make it super, you know, we're going to be able to see out of this thing. And then we'll just bring a stack. That should be plenty. But yeah, we just want to be able to see. I think we need to bring, if I can think, I think I'm going to make some golden apples actually. So give me 1 second, we're going to make a few of those. We're on to the next day. And now we're going to go ahead and put this in. I'm not going to move it over there because I don't want to go all the way over there and mine everything, but here we go. So let's go ahead and bust out our cobblestone ASAP. And here we go. I'm super nervous. Please be a good spawn. Oh, perfect. This is not a bad spawn at all, actually. So we're gonna have a super ugly nether, by the way. Because, you know, it has been forever since I've seen the nether looking like this. It's a little ugly for sure. And we're gonna make an even uglier ghast-proof box. Oh, of course. Okay, they're fighting it out. So honestly, oh, why are there so many of them? Anyways, so a good part, hold on, screenshot. Yep, there we go. A good part about this is that I can get pretty quick XP. I have to forget that I can instant mine. And we're gonna get some cool quartz. So honestly, I'm just gonna run around for a little bit, you know, see what we can find. See if maybe we can peep some eyes on a nether fortress by any chance. But yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and run around, check it out, you know, try and find some good places to be around. And yeah. So I did manage to find a Bastion, and the question is, do we go into it? And I'm low-key thinking that the answer is yes. I mean, what is the worst that can happen? But like, wouldn't it be sick to find, you know, I'm really scared right now. This is really tall. But how cool would it be to find already some netherite template? So here we are. Hey guys. Oh man, how's it going? I would appreciate it if you guys didn't kill me, but I know you're going to the second I open your little chests. But yeah, so we're just gonna go ahead and wander around here, you know, hope that maybe we can find the thing without dying. Oh my god, of course there's a skeleton. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and run around here, and I really hope that we get our hands on something good. We got it. And ancient debris on top of that. So I think this is a W. But we have ourselves, I don't even know what to get rid of. The netherite upgrade. That's crazy actually. So we will, I honestly don't know how I managed to get over here. It was honestly horrifying. At one point got down to like half health, which I'm sure you saw, but oh my goodness, crazy. But here we are. Look at all the gold we're getting right now. Honestly, I think that that's about it. I do want to kind of go mining for ancient debris, but I think I can officially say that I conquered this. We are going to go ahead and get right out of here though, because oh my gosh, that was so stressful. So here we are. That was super quick, but I forgot about this guy. It's honestly horrible how stupid it is to get in here, but we're gonna go right to the top because I believe all the good stuff should be towards the top. This lava though, I'm not vibing with the lava. Oh, give me all those arrows. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and continue to run around, convert that, you know, and hopefully we can make it through here. So I have now decided that we're gonna mine for ancient debris. So I've been kind of wandering, as you can see, kind of just mining on the chunk borders and then mining in there, and we have found our first piece. Of course it's only one, but one is better than none. And now we are going to continue, and I'll just kind of highlight every single time I find one. Alright everyone, so I figured that now that we're done grabbing our netherite, which I got quite a bit of, I could have sworn I recorded a clip of me getting to this point, and I guess I didn't, or I accidentally deleted it. I literally don't know what happened. Well, I didn't record me finding this village because I was literally just running around hopefully trying to find it, and I figured that'd be a little bit boring, but I managed to find one. So it's really far away. It's literally like 1,000 blocks away, but didn't get here on my own. We now have a horse. Probably not a forever horse. He's not the quickest, but we are at this village for one sole reason, and that is because we need to get mending ASAP. We need it for all of this, and especially this new pickaxe which I enchanted, which I also could have sworn I literally recorded. I genuinely don't understand what happened. I got these golden carrots from the Bastion we went in, and I should have brought more food with me, and I didn't do that, but oh, sorry my guy. But here we are. I did notice some coal down here. The netherite definitely looks a little bit funky. Like, it's not the cutest, but I'm very happy to be having this fortune now. But anyways, no, bro, give me the wheat. I want the wheat. Move. It's mine. It's mine. I'm snatching it right out from under him. He's probably pissed right now. Anyways, mine. What's that? What's that? Melon? Thanks, buddy. Another melon? Thanks, buddy. Oh, he's mad. Thanks, buddy. Okay, anyways, we need to get together some things, like a lectern. I don't have a lectern yet, but we need to get a lectern and get some things together because we need to go on a hunt for a mending book. And so I'm gonna go ahead and run around, kind of collect what I can from this village and try and get mending. So yeah. So funny story. I was literally running around trying to get sugarcane for one bookshelf, which I accidentally made 3, but that's besides the point. I found another village which has a black stone, which is perfect because yes, we are going to make a lectern so we can trade, but there is a blacksmith with some iron and a saddle. Not bad. I don't really need any of those though. What are you doing, buddy? But anyways, perfect though, because now hopefully there's a librarian here. I honestly... Oh, a bundle? I haven't used a bundle yet, actually. So now we can go ahead and store some of our singular things in here, which is perfect because I have a lot of random stuff that can go in there. Oh, this is nice. I actually haven't used one of these yet. Maybe I can find one of the guys who is a librarian, and if not, I'm going to sit there and I'm going to trade for forever and try and get someone who will. After what has been forever, it's finally happened. Let's go to the stats. Let's go ahead and go to the stats. Items times mined. And I'm sure it's up there now. 87. It took me 87 tries. Are you joking? I feel like that's the longest it's ever taken me. But I think it's worth it because it's literally 10 emeralds. Like, are you joking? I've never seen it so cheap before. So, right now, we're going to get... We got 6 of them. We're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them if I really wanted. 9. We're going to need 9 of these books. I mean, I can always come back, but I don't really want to. So we are now going to go ahead and run around. This guy is selling them. There we go. Perfect. 10 of them. So we're going to run around. I really want to get a composter and make this guy over here farmer since I have so much wheat. We go ahead and make up that. Okay, so perfect. We now have 12 emeralds, so we can at least do the first one. It's good. I'm gonna go ahead and get over this guy. What are you selling, buddy? Paper. So after literally forever, I think that was like 30 minutes. We're on day 41, and I think we got here at 48. I finally have 9 pieces of mending, so we're kind of going crazy, but I'm at 35 levels now because of how much coal I mined, because that's literally what I did all the trading with, and then a little bit of sticks, but it was mostly coal. But now we're gonna go back home and we're gonna do some enchanting since we have 35 levels now. So now that we're finally back, we can get started on the enchantments. We can go ahead and see what might pop up. Yeah, let's see. Oh my, that's a W bow. That's actually crazy. And I'm just eating watermelon. I need to get some steak going. It's in the bundle. That's crazy though. Are you kidding? Well, anyways, we could try the chest plate. It's not the best. It's not the worst I've seen. Which 4. Bane of arthropods. Okay, that's a joke. Okay, so I think next we'll try the pickaxe, I think. But we should be able to get to level 30 because of these that are cooking. Oh, we have some food in there. Perfect. We can actually unbox our bundle really quick and then go to sleep as well. And then we can go ahead and get a few things situated. Okay, so let's hope that it's soak touch because we have a few plans that we're going to be doing that I need it for. So please. Are you joking? Are you actually kidding me? That's just efficiency? Bro, what a joke. Sweeping edge. I'm breaking 3. And breaking 3 could be good. That's also I'm breaking 3. What's the helmet? Ooh, also for the boots. I think I'm gonna go for the helmet just so we have prot on everything. So I think now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go caving again. I know that I do so much caving, but that's honestly all you can really do when, you know, you're kind of waiting around like this. Because I need levels, we need to get enchantments, and that's like the most important part. But I think really fast though, I do want to go ahead and get some villagers. Or not, hello, not villagers. I want to get some sheep together in a pen in the back because we are going to need them for a future project that's going to be towards, not the end, but it's going to be later on in this episode. So, let's go ahead and go out back and get some sheep in a pen. Okay, so I honestly thought that I was just gonna record when I got back up to the surface because I'm literally just mining for XP. Like, look at how little I have, but I found something insane in this chest, and you can probably guess what it is, but I literally found an enchanted golden apple, and I can't remember the last time I found an enchanted golden apple. So, like, that's actually crazy, but we are for sure gonna do some safekeeping with that. And I'll probably take it with us whenever we go to the end. But that's actually crazy. I cannot believe that I got that. But W find. I was hoping that we might be able to find something like that while we were down here. So I'm pretty dang happy that we did. But anyways, back on to me running around until I can actually find something good, even though I'm almost out of wood. Okay, so we just got back from our expedition and we got quite a bit of stuff. Nothing too crazy, just some lapis. We're gonna smelt this iron and then a little bit more diamonds and of course the enchanted golden apple. Pretty crazy find, to be honest. Like, genuinely such a good one. But now I'm gonna go ahead and continue to smelt everything. What we're gonna do now, since we're up to level 32, we're gonna go ahead and see what kind of good enchants we can get. I can't remember what it was. See, prot is good. I'm breaking 3. Or I think wasn't there a different pickaxe one? I'm breaking 3. Do we try and get the soak touch or do we go for protection? Let's get soak touch. Are you kidding me? Literally just unbreaking. Bro, you gotta be actually joking with me right now. Well, unfortunately, that was kind of a bust. Probably should have just done the helmet. No, because now it's prot 3 again. Oh, come on. It's giving me nothing. Looting 3 would be perfect. Oh, I meant to get the pickaxe out. Oh my goodness, I'm getting everything but the pickaxe out. Efficiency. See, like, not the greatest things, to be honest with you. Kind of like, I don't know, we're kind of struggling. Oh, did I really put my helmet away? So, I know that we're getting a little bit more geared up, but I honestly think at this point, we need to go back over there, and we need to go back into the Nether. Now, I know that that's not going to be fun, but we need to get a blaze farm going up. Or not a blaze farm, but we just need to get some blaze rods so we can begin to make some potions. We need to get some blaze rods so we can have the eyes of Ender. But the hardest part is going to be actually finding these blaze. So it shouldn't be too bad. I should be able to get some levels while I'm in there, but it might take a minute to find that fortress. So hopefully I can do pretty good. Unfortunately, we don't have looting on our sword quite yet, but I think it's fine. I mean, it's not like we're trying to get Witherhead or anything, but I'm going to go ahead and jump in here, try not to die, and I'll keep you guys posted on what's going on. So we now have full enchanted, and now I put Mending on our first item. And I believe that I'm going to put Mending on these two as well while we're here. I know that's going to kind of take up some of our levels, but now these can start to recharge, and we're kind of chilling again. The next thing that we're going to do is the sharpness enchant, but we are going to need to get back up to 9 levels again. But I think for now, I'm going to start to get together some materials for the build that is going to happen. But first, we're running a little bit low on food. So I'm going to go ahead and mine up our wheat field, get some wood, you know, get some materials that we're going to be needing for the build that's coming up. So yeah, just give me a few and I'll be back with you guys as soon as I have a good update. Okay, so I'm finally back and ready to go. We just got all of the materials together, and it definitely took a little bit. We're on day 53 now. Can't remember exactly what we were at before, but I have all the materials for our first cool little memoriabilia. I don't know which word, but let's go ahead, take a look at all the grinding that I've been doing, and there it is. So you can probably guess by the block palette what's in here of what we're going to be building. Especially based on the thumbnail, I'm sure. But if you can't guess, then we are going to be building Stampy's house. That's right. You know, I just figured since we're building all the classics, we might as well start off with a banger. You know, start off with the most classic memorabilia. You know, shout out to him. He just retired his lovely world, if you didn't see. So I think it's just perfect that we go ahead and build up his house. It's not going to be his full house. It's definitely just going to be his bedroom. But I mean, if this if this video goes well and people are enjoying it, and you know, if it gets a certain amount of attention, or you can always comment down below, I will continue his house. I will not stop at just the bedroom. So for sure, if you want to see me continue building his house or building anything else from his world, let me know. But we're just going to go ahead and get started. So, you know, just hang out. It's just going to be just a chill little thing. It's not super difficult. So yeah, I'll be back with you guys, but let's go ahead and get started on this. And with that, we are complete. Obviously, it's gonna look a little weird because it's kind of sticking out of the side of a mountain and it's not connected to anything, but we're gonna probably get there eventually. But you know, we got a few things to build today, so you know, I figured that it would just be simple. Now we're gonna go ahead and check it out. I made this little staircase, which obviously isn't in the actual build. We got this ugly face. Doesn't face anything, and then you come in here and it's looking pretty nice. We even got the signs and everything. If you're wondering who I followed to watch this, his name is Darman, so D-A-R man. So if you're curious on how to make his house, then go ahead and check him out. He has done like the entire house, but here it's going. You know, you stand here, you know, his classic intro where he goes out and boom. It's not the lovely world, but it's something, all right. And then, of course, we even got the new room of no requirement with elf release bed and room of no requirement sign. So yeah, it's looking pretty good. You know, we got it going, all right. That's for sure. Classic blue. You know, it's honestly looking super cool. But we're gonna put the finishing touch down, and that is the cake, of course, that he eats every single morning of every video. But yeah, so it's looking pretty good in here, and we're about to move on to our next project. But I figured we could sleep really quick in this. All right, now that it's morning, I think it's more classic if we go out. I'm not going to say the line. I'm not going to say the line because I can't do it as good as him, so I'm not going to do it. But if you do notice, this is supposed to be an ender chest, but I don't quite have access to that yet, so it's just gonna have to be a normal chest for now. But we're chilling. We got our first building done. It's looking, you know, a little interesting. Definitely nostalgia though. Like, it's very cool, like, to come in here and walk around. Especially knowing that it's in survival too and not just like on creative, but it's super cool. I'm really liking the vibes of it. We're gonna go ahead and get started on gathering materials for the next build, and then I'll be right back with you with everyone. And then we're going to go ahead and head atop to this mountain, I think, and then get started on the next build. And I'll be back with you guys as soon as we have all those materials put together. So after a little bit of time, we're finally ready to start planning out the next thing. Now, so far, all I have is snow. I'm going to need to get a lot more, but I was kind of excited to get started on the plan. Now, let me go ahead and tell you what we're going to be doing here. We are going to be building DanTDM's lab. That's right. So, our next little nostalgia build, we're just going to put it right here. It should be super cool. Now, you may notice I'm holding snow and not iron blocks. And that's because we only have 100 days to finish all of these builds. And, well, I think that getting, like, it's like 30 stacks of blocks, of iron blocks. And I don't have the time for that. Nor do I want to wrangle around villagers. So, we're going to be using snow blocks as well. But I am going to be doing the gold blocks. So everything else should be pretty accurate, but I'm just not going to spend my time doing that much iron. But I'm going to go ahead and get this plan going, and then we'll see where we can go from there. Alright, so we have kind of the basic walls going on just on the entry area into the lab, but now our problem comes to be that I need to get the material, which is unfortunately terracotta for the flooring in here. So, and we're also not going to have enough gold to do the floor, so I only have 26 blocks left, so I'm going to have to go running around, hopefully. And this is really hopeful that I'm going to be able to find a Badlands somewhere, which is probably not going to be the funnest thing in the world. I will meet back up with you guys as soon as I am back to the lab with everything that we need to get this finished up. Alright everyone, so we are finally done with this beautiful lab. You know, if you didn't watch DanTDM when you're younger, then this might not seem super nostalgic to you, but if you did, then you already know that this is crazy. It feels so weird being back in here, because like it's literally here. I mean, it's a little bit messy, and as you can see, I'm using wool instead of gold blocks. I literally ran out. Dude, like, it was so annoying. Like, I need so much more too, but you know, it's fine. I'll eventually end up replacing these, but look at us go. We are finally done with this guy, and we are on day 72, so we're getting close. But let's go ahead and take a look. So, you know, we got the little observation deck, of course, which we use to watch whatever happens in the lab, and then, you know, continuing down. Unfortunately, you know, can't have Dr. Chiaris up in here. A little unfortunate, but you know, there's no more white cloaked villagers anymore, so, but oh well. Anyway, so testing chamber, perfect, you know, super simple, chill. If only we had mods, but you know, not too bad of a view though. Pretty nice view, if I do say so myself. But yeah, so that is the second part, or not the second part, but the other building that we're going to be doing. So it's pretty cool, you know, to see it like right in front of me. Obviously it's not iron blocks, but that genuinely would take so long. But pretty sick, you know, having the lab and then Stampy's house up in there. Eventually, you know, we'll probably add some more things, but now we are going to be doing something a little bit scary up in here. We are going to go to the Nether and try and find the fortress. We're going to get some ender pearls. Oh, they literally can't do anything. we're gonna get some ender pearls, and then we're gonna get some blaze rods, and that's right, we're gonna go to the end. I think we're pretty prepared for it. Like, we got, you know, this wonderful bow with infinity. We got some good tools. The only thing that really sucks is the sword. And if I remember, I don't think I really have... Yeah, I don't have anything to really fix that, but we're gonna save this guy for now. And then I don't think I have one yet. We're gonna need to look into getting a brewing stand because we are gonna wanna get some things smelted up in here. But you know, everything's looking pretty good. See if there's anything good on the sword. There is sharpness IV. Yikes, maybe I should try and get to that. Maybe I can go into the Nether and mine some quartz because I don't know, it's a pretty good enchantment. I'm hoping that this thing isn't going to be too far away, the fortress. It would really suck if it was far away, but I'm hoping that it's not. So, you know, we're going to find out. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and get some food. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and run around for a little bit, try and scope some things out, and I'll be, you know, we'll be back as soon as that's accomplished. So I was wandering around and look what we came up upon. I was trying to get my levels up with some quartz, so I was literally just running around for forever, and it's not really working because this has mending on it and everything I'm wearing has mending on it. So I literally am just stuck. But we did make it to the fortress, so I can't complain too much. We now need to find some blaze spawners. Hopefully those are nearby. Oh, is that one? That might be one, actually. Oh, I think I heard them. This is gonna be so annoying, low-key. I can already feel how annoying it's gonna be. There they are. So we're about to... Oh my god. Let's go ahead and make this kind of like a little safe area. I want to make it so we can get back in here. Because we don't want to die. And we don't have a ton of food, so that's cute. But we do have this nice bow, so we can kind of bow them down a little bit. I got 20. I think that's more than enough. Should be plenty, honestly. So, I think... Oh, what the heck is going on with this lava right here? Well, thanks for making a little path. Okay, yeah, I did come from over here. Please let there be no wither skeleton right now. But now... Yeah, we are going to run back. Well, actually, not quite yet. We're actually going to run around for probably 1,000, and I mean 1,000, oh, I'll get this XP, like 1,000 years trying to find a warp forest now. So wish me luck, as I'm probably going to be out here for literally so long, but you know, we'll see just how long it's going to take. So low key, I feel like I'm really lucky with this world as of right now. Except for these stupid hogs up in my junk right now. I went back to the... Dude, can I speak words? I went back to our Nether portal because we're next to this biome right now. I don't know if this is true or not. Somebody let me know. But if it is true, then I figured maybe this would connect with the warped one, and it did. So now comes the fun task of literally just baiting these Endermans by making them upset, running down here, and then literally just standing here and smacking them up. So I'm probably going to be here for a minute. I'm probably going to get like a solid 20 pearls, and I don't think I have like any. So yeah, wish me luck on my perilous journey as I sit here and farm Enderman for forever. I literally don't know how many times I've done this while recording, but I literally... How many times am I going to say literally too because of how annoying it is? I always mute my mic and I just like forget about it. And that's what just happened. I made a whole clip, but we made it back after all that time. So I was just debating if I wanted to get a slow falling potion or not. Or if I just wanted to pray and hope that I can just do water buckets. But I think that's just gonna have to be how it is because like I cannot do it because I don't have nether wart, and I don't want to go all the way back to the fortress and try and find it because who's to guarantee that it's even going to be there? I honestly feel like nether wart should be easier to get, but it's not, unfortunately. But that's fine. It's fine. We are now going to do this though and go ahead and make a new sword. I don't know why I don't have a crafting table up there. But a new sword acquired. We should be able to get sharpness now, which is perfect. Boom. Sharpness and knockback. What a horrible... Like, not even... You couldn't even give me unbreaking. But whatever. It's just gonna have to do. It's better than nothing, I suppose. But now is the fun part, to be honest. We are gonna be getting prepped. I have 3 blocks of gold to add to the Dan's lab, by the way. But we are now gonna get prepped and ready to go kill the Ender Dragon. We did the most annoying part. I don't think that this part should be too hard. My idea is bringing a ton of water buckets and a bunch of iron. We're just gonna make an infinite water pool, obviously, and then we're gonna put the water everywhere, to be honest with you, because like I think that that's just gonna be the best we can do since we don't have feather falling and we don't have slow falling. So the next best thing is a bunch of water everywhere. So we're probably gonna basically cover the entire end island, but I think that's better. Got that from a zombie. But I think that's better than nothing. So luckily we did get all the ender pearls we needed, which was the reason why we got up to level 30. Let's see how many I have killed now. Oh, I always go to the wrong tab. Is it? No, it's mobs, huh? Enderman killed 41 Endermen. So that's pretty much like the span over everything. Like over the entire time that I was in there. So that's not too bad. Like that's not a horrible rate, I feel like. I mean, 41 for 26. Or not 26. I can do math. 22. And I had 2 before, so who knows what the actual numbers are, but not too bad. But now is the time. I'm going to work on getting food because honestly, that is the most lacking area. But we are going to craft a bunch of buckets. We're just going to, because, you know, we kind of need to be fast. And after this, we're not going to really need our buckets anymore. I feel like 9 might be enough. And then we'll bring all of those will be like actual water. Eyes of Ender, perfect. We got 22 of them bad boys. So that's more than enough. Because that's in case we literally get none actually in the actual thing. But we should at least get some. I wouldn't imagine that I would need all 22 of these, but it's better to be safe rather than sorry, isn't it? I'm gonna go find some fish, and then we should be able to get started on trying to find the fortress and get everything started. Okay, I think we might have found it. Let's go ahead and just head underground then. You know, we're not gonna die here. I'm gonna be smart about going down here. Oh, here we go. Let's go. Ooh, nice bookshelf. Screenshot that right away. I actually realized that I don't have any torches. Let me use that gravel that I got. Gotta make just a little bit. I'll probably get some more, you know. But look at this. Nice. Where's that chest? I mean, okay stuff. I mean, I'll take it, but luckily we already have our enchanting set up and everything. But here we go. Now, yeah, it's probably gonna take a minute to find. Hopefully it's not gonna be the most annoying one in the world. And if it is, I'm just gonna cry a little bit because sometimes they can be for real so annoying to find. But I'm gonna run around for a little bit and hopefully it won't take too long to find. Okay, so instead I'm gonna find a weird thing in here. That's fine. Ooh, extra golden apple though. I'll take it. Wait. Oh, let's go. Found it. Break that immediately. Hate silverfish. Oh my, they would only give me 1. That's crazy. But here we are. We made it. Go ahead and set our spawn. Since this is like the only time that we'll be able to respawn. Here we go. Boom! A little nervous. I'm a little nervous. Okay. Let's go ahead and get rid of all this stuff that we don't need. Time to lock in. Ooh, like the spawn. I'm not gonna complain about this, that's for sure. Oh, low key, I'm so scared. Come on, get me to the surface. Here we are. Okay, like I said, we're gonna for real run around and we're gonna put water literally everywhere, and I mean everywhere. I'm gonna throw down some water and hope that he doesn't throw me down while I'm doing this. I feel like it'll be a good thing in the long run. So, don't mind me as I run around really fast and put this everywhere, and then we'll get to the fun, exciting things where I'm not walking around looking like an idiot putting water everywhere. He almost got me there. Low key. Like I said, I'm keeping out the notch apple. Just in case he decides to knock me out. Watch, I'm gonna put all this water down and he's just gonna knock me somewhere where none of it is. And that would be just my luck. I'm gonna land on one of these like 1-block things that don't have anything. Can you just... Why does water have to be so dumb? Oh my god. Chill! Chill, dog. Like, actually chill. I know that I'm not abiding by your times right now, but you need to relax. Okay, this water is so... Like, are you kidding me right now? I'm pretty sure this is like the worst method. Oh my gosh. This is the worst method to ever fight the Ender Dragon, but I don't... Okay, I wasn't ready for you to come over here yet. Chill! I feel like this is better than dying and losing. Excuse me, I'm just gonna go ahead and squeeze right next to you. Sorry. Excuse me. Excuse me, really, I'm almost done. Okay, I think I can comfortably do this now. Okay, so here we go. Up we go, this whole tower. Do not fire that at me. Are you kidding me? Nope. Nope. Dude, I was almost there. Are you kidding me? I missed. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and try and get these. Ooh, that's one. Woo! He's scaring me. Low-key, he's scaring me. See, this is so nice. I can just drop down. Perfect. We're there. Drop down. Woo! I feel much safer being on the ground. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get up in our junk a little bit. Excuse me, pardon me. Just gonna go ahead and eat one of these just for good measure. Just gonna go ahead and get right underneath you really fast. Don't mind me at all. I'm just gonna go ahead and smack you up a little bit. Yeah, I feel pretty good standing right here. Never mind. Never mind. That was my bad. I shouldn't have jumped. I'm sorry to offend you. Oh my god. Chill. I'm just sitting in it. Did you really have to turn around on me, dog? Did you really have to turn around? And you're gonna fly away the second I get under you again, huh? No? Thank you. Okay. You suck for that, by the way. Come back here. I'm just gonna sit here. Like, I don't feel too horribly unsafe. I love this infinity bow, by the way. Hey, I'm, like, not completely missing. This is it. This is literally it. We're, like, right here. Only a couple more hits. Only a couple more hits. I should have brought beds. That would have been so much easier, so much faster. Don't you dare fly away. No. Oh, you're so annoying. And we have like 2 more bow shots. Come on. Come on. Ooh, crazy aim. I'm crazy with it. We did it! We did it! Let's go! Free the end. Of course you filled the portal, dog. Of course you did that. But you need to try and get rid of some of the water around. Look at it fall! We did it! Oh my gosh. I'm so happy. Getting rid of the water so we can get the Ender Dragon egg. And left click. And let's go over here. Oh, perfect. I do still have some torches. I was worried there for a second. And go ahead, put that torch down, and bam. Mine now. Perfect. We actually did it. It's crazy. Now the question is, what day is it? We're on day 80. We have 20 days. Honestly, I think that we could potentially try and find the elytra and fly back home in style. Let's go ahead and do the next annoying task. It's over there, huh? The next annoying task is going to find an end city. The last time I tried to find an end city, it took me so long. Hey, I need you to come back. Chillax. I just need a ball from you. Oh my gosh. Can you just... Oh, of course you didn't give me one. Okay, here we go. Woo! Take a screenshot. Those screenshots of those... Screenshots? Take a screenshot of those coordinates. And we are off. We're going to be running around for just a little bit. Honestly, if it hits day 90 though, probably going to call it a day and try and get back home. But for now, let's go ahead and try and run around until we find one. Who knows how long it's going to take. It's probably going to take forever, that's for sure. I finally found an end city, but look at what it doesn't have. Oh, I made that Enderman mad. Oops. Sorry, bestie. Didn't mean to make you mad. Tee hee hee. Get away from me. Okay, anyways. There is unfortunately no ship, which means no elytra, which means there's no point of me going inside of here, which means I get to continue my trek, which really sucks because I was hoping that this would have been it, but it wasn't. Alright, so I literally have been running around for forever. I found another one, and guess what it doesn't have again? Guess. Go ahead and guess. If you couldn't tell by looking at it, there's literally not another boat. So I have to keep going. We're on day 81. You know, we have 19 days. So it's not going by too fast because it is going by nighttime and daytime. But I am going to kind of tear up this beginning one. Obviously don't have any blocks. So it's been really annoying having to mine them because, you know, these are so far away. But I thought that we would maybe just go ahead and get a couple of these guys to hopefully get like one shulker box. And of course they don't drop anything because why would they? Okay, I lied. We're actually not doing the first room. I thought that this would be one of the ones where you actually get stuff out of it. So I changed my mind. I'm going to continue on. Wish me some luck because this has been so long. Finally, bruh, I have good news. It's day 82 now. So it's been at least 20-30 minutes. But finally, I found it. We're finally getting my elytra. I mean, you'd be using it for like 18 more days, but at least we could say that we went through all the trouble to get it. You know what I'm saying? So now we get to go through this entire thing, and hopefully it's not too annoying, but it's probably gonna be annoying. Excuse me, I need y'all to get off. Get rid of this guy. Get on my face, bruh. And we did it. Are you ready? Bam! Got him. And it's on. Look at us. Finally, after all this time. Bro. Let me go ahead and glide down to that tower. Oh yeah, that feels good. Obviously, I don't have anything on it, which is a bit unfortunate. Alright, so we're back at the house. Finally, we're on day 84. We're getting pretty close. But I've been doing some enchanting. You may notice all my levels are gone. And I'm a little naked right now. But that's because we now have Unbreaking 2. Obviously, it's not 3. I cannot get a book with 3. But we now have Unbreaking 2, Mending. And then I added Feather Falling 1 to these boots. But now we have this pickaxe and this pickaxe. And also this sword. So it's perfect. But now we are going to upgrade a few things. So I figured we would go ahead and make our armor that's the wrong one. Into there. But I did want to mess around with some of the templates, which I only have 2. So I'll probably just do everything except for the boots. We are looking pretty stacked up in here. Look at us. Looks like we have a diamond on our front. Got our pickaxes. Oh yeah. We're looking pretty dang good now. I'm definitely feeling very safe now. That's for certain. Anyways, let's go ahead and put these away. And then there is a couple things that I would like to do. So the next item on the agenda, I just went ahead and got up all of this wood. We're going to go ahead and make connecting paths from everything because, you know, everything is just a little out of place. So we're going to go ahead and work and just kind of make everything look nice and just touch everything up really fast. Alright, so I've finished up the pathways. They are looking pretty dang nice up in here. Everything's all connected. You know, you can walk from one side to the other. Decided to go with, you know, what Stampy's pathways look like, just to keep with the nostalgia. And on that note of nostalgia, we are now going to build something that you can probably guess already. by these two things in my inventory. We're going to be building his love garden. Now, I know it's not going to be quite to the scale that his is at, but, you know, we're going to try and get a little close to it, but I think that is going to be pretty cool. That is looking pretty dang nice, you know, pretty chill, and I think it's even to the right direction as his house. Let's go ahead and head into his bedroom. Yeah, because it's to the left, so obviously it's not going to be exactly correct, but it's pretty close. We are on day 88, so we're getting pretty dang close. But in the morning, there's a few people actually going to add to this. This isn't going to be like a regular thing. All these rows are going to be eventually filled with flowers, but I only have 11 left. We can go ahead and just put them in right here. You know, we'll add some more, but for now, that'll have to do. So it's looking pretty good, and like I said, a few of you are added. Now, this isn't going to be a regular thing if we decide to come back to this world. This is just the people who have been showing me the most amount of support lately, people who have been joining the streams, you know, chatting it up. Really do appreciate you guys. Of course, I appreciate every single one of you who's watching right now, and every person who drops in, drops out, literally all the support I really appreciate. But these are the people who have stood out to me, who are just always in my chat, especially during live streams, chatting up a storm with me. And yeah, so let's go ahead and acknowledge them. We got Jen, X4PZY, Rosie, Leo, Blair, Quentin, and Bishop. Appreciate all of you guys, and like I said, appreciate everyone who watches. But for real, like, you guys are always in the chat, always chatting, always there when I'm streaming, and I just really appreciate you all. So you guys are gonna forever be in here. Hope you enjoy it. Now we're on to something that is gonna be a little bit riskier. We are unfortunately back in the Nether, and that is because I need to finish the DanTDM thing. Like, am I wrong? Like, I don't know what's wrong with me and why I decided to just leave it that way. But, you know, we have got to find a Bastion and finish this off. I remember seeing one. I believe that I found one. Obviously a little bit nervous, you know, like I don't want to get smacked up. Oh my god. I had to pop it. I had to literally pop it. They were so mad. It's been like 2 seconds, dog. You hear how many there are? Oh my goodness. That's crazy that I had to immediately pop it, but they're already mad at me, so I'm just gonna keep firing. Hopefully I can make it through here, okay? We're going right over to that. I don't know how many more I need, but we're gonna try and get a solid amount here. I don't think this is enough gold. And I really don't want to go to one of the scarier bastions. Like, this one was kind of already scary enough, you feel? Oh, there's one up here. There is a lot of them in this one. See, look at that gold over there. I think that's literally the rest of the gold that we're gonna need is right down there. You see anybody over there? Because I'm literally just gonna go snatch it up. Yeah, like, for real, I don't see any brutes. And I think this is all the gold we're gonna need. Okay, thank goodness we had enough gold, but let's go ahead and place that final block in. There we go. Finally, we can say that it's complete. But now I'm gonna get all of this cleared out so we can actually see it just a little bit better. So honestly, I'm thinking that we make a little kind of like shrine looking thing, like right here, or like right up here, for our wonderful dinosaur egg and like all our cool little thing. I'm thinking of just making it look like a glass bottle. I mean, it's definitely a little silly, but I mean, shouldn't everything be a little bit silly for this? It's funny looking. Obviously, you know, the shrine could be better, but I'm running out of things to do, dog. Oh, it's funny, but at least it's a little shrine thing, right? Yeah, it kind of looks like a bottle. It's definitely something, all right. There's actually one more thing that I was thinking we could add. I was thinking of putting it like right into the side of this mountain. So let me go ahead and get this kind of built out really fast. And with that, we are now complete. Let's go ahead and take a step back. And there it is. Now, if you don't know who this is or what this is from, it's actually from Ethoslab. I grew up watching this man, and genuinely like he was so inspirational, and the way he thinks about Minecraft is just crazy. So I thought that that was a perfect place. But now I do want to add like a staircase going up to it so you can kind of, you know, stand around us. We had to go ahead, head up here, and of course we had to have the grass right here because he loved to make his cave like as homey as possible, even though it was just a cave. But now we need to go ahead and connect them up. Went ahead and connected the path up. Unfortunately, it connects so horribly right here, which is really unfortunate. But you come up here, it's looking pretty nice, and of course, I wonder what happened to them. They just they just went ahead and left. But anyways, I'm loving this view though. Are you kidding me? This looks so nostalgic. Like, I know it's actually sick. But anyways, I think we're done with this little part. It's definitely looking, why is that missing? Anyways, it's definitely looking super nice. You know, you come down here, it's chill. And then I think we might make this into a pond really quick, you know. Kind of looks similar to the waterfall that Stampy had in his house. But let's go ahead and kind of fix that area up a little bit more. Alright, and now this area is just looking that much better. It even almost looks like his old cave, but yeah, so not too bad, you know. You just come over here. I made a very simple, nostalgic looking dock. Here, let me finish it off. There. Now you can sit at it. Perfect. But yeah, just kind of filled out this area. You know, we're making everything look super nice and concise, that's for sure. Now, what to do next? Okay, so we have like 5 days left till we hit 100, and I have maybe one more idea. Now many of you may know what might come next, but I'm just gonna go ahead and build it and then see if you can guess it along the way. Alright, so I believe that we finished it, and here it is. So this is Pewdiepie's massive meatball, although it is definitely like a third of the size. But I figured, you know, let's just have a little version. And then I did go ahead, I got so many dandelions and have been placing them everywhere. But yeah, so nothing too bad, just a simple thing. Now I heard a bunch of zombies. Oh, hello. What's up, my guys? Sorry to ruin your little party in here. Are you kidding me? They spawned in this like 1 block hole. That's crazy, actually. But yeah, so let's go ahead and continue the flowers because I didn't quite put them all the way around. So let's go ahead and fix that up real quick. Now, you may notice that I got a bunch of dogs. We have 4 of them now. So I figured they kind of need a little bit of a place to stay. So let's go ahead and head once again back over to Stampy's house. But you know, this world is looking pretty fly. Let's go ahead and get started on what I was thinking. Alright, and now for the finishing touches, giving all of these guys collars. And then, you know, go ahead, so make them all stand up. And you guessed it, we kind of built his doghouse. Now instead of it being inside, obviously it's outside instead. You know, it's pretty chill. I was gonna add the other little thingy that he had, you know, like the other little play thing, but I don't have access to green, and it is red and green, so this is just gonna have to do. But look at it, it's so nice, you know. It's like super simple, and, you know, nothing too fancy, but I like it, you know. It's chill. It gets the point across. And I wish that Minecraft water was that blue again. But anyways, we have 2 more days until we are officially done. And it's looking pretty nice out here. But, you know, we gotta keep pushing on. Get a couple more things. I think I might touch up this area because it looks kind of bad the way that it is. But it's seriously looking super cool. But let's go ahead and add just a couple more touch up to this little thing right here. Alright, so we are nearing day 99. I just went ahead and did that same exact checkerboard pattern. And then I also made it so the flowers were on every single block instead of alternating every block, because I found out that we actually have enough. So everything is looking pretty good. I do want to go ahead and come up here and put a torch on the top because I realized that I didn't. And knowing my luck, mobs are going to spawn. So let's go ahead and knock that out of the way. And then I wanted to, on our last day, go ahead and just make the same exact pattern go all the way down to the water. Just to, you know, kind of cap things off a little bit. Make it so everything that we've had and made in this world is accessible. But it is about to be nighttime. I believe that I am going to need... Maybe we'll have enough. Let's go ahead and double check down here. We have the stairs that we need. If we have any extra, we have some birch and some spruce. Okay, perfect. We should have enough. And then we can just really make sure everything's looking good. I'm going to go ahead and, you know, just go ahead and take a trip down over here. We'll obviously do a flyover and all of that fun stuff on our very last day. We're so close and I'm so excited, bro. This took so freaking long, but it's been very fun. Let's go ahead and sleep up in here for one more time. We actually can fix this and do an ender chest now since we have the eyes of ender. And I actually just realized that maybe we should save sleeping in there for the last night, but we can go ahead and admire all the work that we've done because look at how lit up and like super cool that this whole thing is looking. Like, it's honestly such a vibe. Alright, so day 99, leaving our house as we speak. Let's go ahead and get this dock sorted out. Okay, so I went ahead and did the dock. It doesn't go super far, just like a little bit down here. Let's go ahead and just put a few random torches. I know it's not the cutest, but at least it does its job. So, you know, just go ahead and light this up just a little bit. And here we are. Now, I did notice that you guys are probably punching and screaming because under here I just like left it. But I think it would look better if it came all the way forward. Let's go ahead and just fix that on all of these sides. Oh, we have some friends here to ruin the day. Little do they know, I'm cracked. Yeah, you're dead. We are about to be done with this challenge. You know, it's been super fun, but there is one more thing I figure we could do. Go ahead and get this sand out, which I don't know why it was in the kitchen area, but it is what it is. I don't know why I did that, but let's go ahead and replace. I think we have time to do this. I low-key just ran out of sand, of course, as the sun is about to set. But I think we can do it. Come on, race against the clock. Let's quickly see if we have any more. W, we do. We do have more. Low-key, I think it's looking a little barren over here. So don't worry, we're coming in yet again with the same old flowers that we've been using literally everywhere. We're just gonna kind of... Hello? Why did you do that? Waterfall. Let's just go ahead and spam it on this little side. You know, there we go. The sun is setting. We're gonna go ahead and start at Dan's lab for this quick little tour. We're going to do the tour at night just to go ahead and check all the progress that we did and how cool it's going to look at nighttime because we did all this work to make everything lit up. So we might as well see it. Let's go ahead and run. We'll obviously do our flyover after we sleep and make it to day 100. We're finally here. So let's go ahead and get into Dan's lab here. It's not looking too shabby, all with gold. Not a single ounce of that ugly yellow wool. It's looking beautiful. Go ahead and look at the sun set. Oh, we kind of missed it, Loki, but it's fine. So it's looking sick. We got everything lit up. Everything should be exactly how it's supposed to be. We'll go ahead, head back out here. You know, we got the entire lab in view. Everything is lit up. So let's go ahead and continue our walk down here. And then next we see Pewdiepie's hilariously funny Meatball, which is a little off, low-key. I just realized that. And there we go. Now it's the same, I think. Not quite, but close enough. Anyway, so Pewdiepie's Meatball. We have our ugly little bottle of the Ender Dragon egg, which is so funny. We got our Etho shrine up there, you know. We got our beautiful house, of course, as well. And then coming up over here, we got the love garden with your guys' names in it. And of course, we got our outside doghouse And let's go ahead and take a sleep, get rid of all these mobs to finish off the tour. You know, and we got this cool upstairs area, which is Alpha Lee's room of no requirement. We'll go ahead, you know, start it off just like the man himself does. And here it is, our beautiful world for the eye to see, man. We literally spent 100 days. There it is, day 100, right there, about halfway down. And I can't believe we did it. Like, oh, there is a creeper with the dogs. That's so wonderful. Ruining the tour, my guy. Get out of here. You're not gonna ruin it. But yeah, all in hardcore. Super sick. Day 100. It took so long, let me tell you. Genuinely so long, because, you know, 10 minutes pretty much. And then you times that by 100, it's 1,000 minutes. That's crazy. But yeah, so we got Stampy's house. And we got everything. Let's go ahead and do our little fly around. You know, take a look at what we created. Look at that. That genuinely looks so sick with the pathways. Let's go ahead and stand on top of this tree to get a really good view. I'm really happy with the way that this turned out. Like, look at that. That genuinely looks so good. And then, of course, we got our nice house as well, which we kept to the nostalgic feel. Like, you know, nothing too fancy, no stripped log action, nothing too crazy, you know. We got our nice storage room up in here, middle room with our nice little bedroom, and then of course our enchanting room up top, and we have all of these tools all done in hardcore, you know it. And it's been crazy. My first time doing this challenge, and honestly, I might do it again. I mean, it was pretty fun. It took a long time. So perhaps maybe when I'm not so busy. So maybe another one, but we'll see. You know, if you made it this far though, you know, go ahead, you know, leave a comment if you liked this type of style of video. You know, it's my first time doing it. You know, let me know if you want to see me come back to this world, of course, as well. Like, you know, probably won't be here for a minute. But if you did enjoy and you want to see me either continue, you know, Stampy's house or build new stuff or whatever, you know, let me know and I'll be more than happy to come back. You know, let me know. Really appreciate whoever made it this far. We really, oh, let me put my lighter on again. We really did so much in this world. Like, this is crazy. We got the whole lab. We got everything up in here. It's like actually crazy. But if you did enjoy, you know, go ahead, continue on watching for more content. I appreciate whoever stayed. And, you know, hopefully I have a good one. And I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Bye.